think I found my new look for this channel. It gives me that regal insanity vibe that everyone is going for nowadays. Holding energy. Reasons. That's the sacred, that's when you bring heaven to earth. That's how your sixth house forms. You're constructing habits, rituals. The unconscious being made conscious through your happenings and your dealings that way. Sixth house can be high tension, a lot of tension. It's the body, the health, and how you either contribute to it, its decline or its incline. And it's the house of work. It's what you put into life. It's the kind of work you like to do, generally speaking. And of course, you should always consider every static is in progression, so take your progressions into consideration when you look at houses. So 6 becomes a 5th thing. By the time you're in your Uranus opposition and beyond, the value of that house becomes different. It's a transformation of value. It's the first trining reach of your Taurus nature. The value of who you are, what you're bringing into existence, what you hold, the feeling that holds you. Alright, so 6th house tension to form. I have South Node, Mars and Venus in my 6th. Natally, Western tropically. Languages are ciphers, they're not absolutions. Learn multiple if you want to maximize your ability to stay grounded in dynamic reality. But I digress. I have a lot of 6th house energy, so life becomes sacred. Your unconscious is being made conscious, and it becomes choice after a while, and it's the relation to the self which becomes the meeting ground of choice and potential. And so your reflection becomes reality. If you are honoring yourself, that becomes a reality. If you are honoring reality, then you'll figure out why you haven't become yourself, and you'll have many options and opportunities to break through that. So it's an important house. It's I believe they call it a cadent house, like a minor house. But to me, I don't look at things that way. I'm always looking at the flow. Everything is the same to me. It's just how does it operate? How does it function? That turns out to be a relation. But until that person goes through their transformations, they cannot relate in those ways. They're breaking the conditionings of their unconscious, transmuting energy, psyche, spirit form, all that stuff. So Uranian energies now in Taurus. You could be feeling it in the body, tension. When you have this tension within your body and you don't know exactly what it is, it can bring you into Gemini energy. It can also bring you into Aries energy because it drains your mental, physical, emotional. Your emotional bank account is almost empty. So the apathy thing and the satiation and stopgap logic becomes a god. Stasis sets in. With Uranus, though, the energy is a pulse, it's a remembrance, it's eternal. The eternal remembrance. The mind is trying to comprehend it. It brings Mercury up. It entices Mercury to look beyond the myopia of what it knows, what it can hold and work with. It's spurring the fool to become a Gemini, the magician. It's bringing all the elements to life. So I have a good memory. I'm a visual, experiential person. Reading, I'm a slow reader. I digest it. I have to feel what it is. It takes a while. But life is very quick. So I learn best in person. If I can be involved as I learn, then it comes much faster. Well, I digress. In any case, there are ways of being. Your first house in astrology, we're talking Western tropical. Your ascendant. Perception experienced. A remembrance of energetics. It's an alien coming into form. You're learning the ways of the energy. And depending on how many planets you have there, or what kind of transits you've experienced, it shapes your perception of reality and how you relate to others and existence. It is you, your perception, the sense of the I, the Aries energy, the sun of Helios, the spark of life. Student of form. Okay, so I have Scorpio ascendant. Uranus conjunct my AC. So for me, the memory and all that comes from sensations, feelings. So I can release information, I can release a lot of things. And then if I need to remember it, I get in touch with experiences. The feeling sets in, then I can get deeper in, then I can remember more details about experience. And so that's the Uranian energies in the fields. The fields of fields, that's the Cancer working the transformation of Aquarius. And that's that ritual to life, the unconscious becoming conscious. The 12, 1, 6, 7, 4, 8. And then you can break it into whatever other logic you want. Whatever fits, whatever cipher you're looking to resolve something you have no words for. Alright, so now I give you like a breakdown of how astrology can be seen in some perspectives. Now, how could that be for us in terms of value? Uranus is the change, the remembrance of the change, the expectations of change, conditioning of the change, the loops, patterns, and the recognition of them, because it entices the mind to sharpen, to look beyond the paradigm, to stand back and look at its own value. What is the value of your spirit? How could you feed that into your life? It doesn't have to be to save the world. It could just be to save yourself, to create something, to enjoy life, and to make wise mistakes in the process, because you're falling forward. So Taurus, the feeling, the memory of the unconscious being made manifest through our creations, our fertile grounds. You know, when you grow a garden outside, a lot of seeds and things will fall from the environment, and then you've got competing plants with your vegetables or flowers or whatever you're growing. That's us. That's our echoes we're shaking out, you know. They're teaching us, they're informing us and informing through us, with us, and we learn release language to overcome, integrate, digest, transmute, translate all this stuff. The sensation, the senses of life coming alive in Taurus energy. Living the experience, generating, creating the energy, the form. It's where the passion turns into love, or the lessons, the spiritual guidance of life unfolds, the natural progression. One of the pillars of the statics of the world, fixed energy. So be your change, basically. Figure out what that is. Taurus can be about process. Uranus represents Aquarius, the breaking, the work, the ritual of Virgo. Can create out of, or abnormal energy, like OCD type things, you know. The tension is so in form, there's no way to get it out in the world, so we all do this unconsciously. We're not even aware what it is. We find ways to release the tension in life. And that creates workaholics and all sorts of things, and addicts, and pro athletes, and we create with that. We do a lot of things with that energy. So consider bringing the value into yourself, back out into this world. How do you marry the ritual of your life with lived intention? So practical, you don't actually think about it, because thinking becomes part of the process of the feeling. So isolating from the feels of the programming in the world stage as it affects us in real life, because we're in relation. getting in touch with the foundation of yourself, the ground, the garden of yourself. What are you going to grow? Regardless. That's the seed of Aquarius in Taurus as we head into this Leo season to shine. And the world will get brighter. The shadows might get darker, but that's just natural process. We're always coming into these realizations on the micro level within ourselves anyway. So, all right. Well, I hope that was entertaining at the least. So thanks for watching, listening, and being.